Hello and welcome. If it looks like I'm rugged up, it is because it's the 1st of February and the temperature has plummeted. At the moment it's around about 12 o'clock midday and the temperature outside is apparently 15 degrees with a wind chill factor of 11.2. So if you don't believe me, here it is. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Anyway, I set myself a challenge when clearing up the garage or rearranging the boxes from the deceased estate from Castlemaine a couple of weeks ago. And I noticed, well, I knew I had 6 B15 chassis and probably 4 complete cases. So what I'm doing today is I'm setting myself the challenge of getting 3 B15s up and running, and then I can just dump the rest. There was a surprising number of redback spiders in the mix, and I had to sort of tread very gingerly when I was clearing them out. I've had to cut this video in half because of doctor's appointment in Melbourne and a couple of other HRSA things to do, including another garage sale of a deceased estate. So I'll do this first half. I have 2 of the chassis up and running and I have cleaned the cases. So it's a matter of doing the 3rd chassis and putting them in the cases and seeing if they work. So if that's the sort of thing you're after, stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe. The subscriptions have been a little bit slow lately, so I'm hoping to get them up and at least 1,000 subscribers by June. That's the aim. Here we go. So one of the things I picked up for $1 was this very sad Mickey case. It's been painted white with house paint, and wallpaper has been applied. So this will need a bit of work. It's also got a crack along there. Oh, and the other thing is one of these cases or cabinets for Astor. So today's challenge is to go through these radios. These are all B15s or the Westinghouse equivalents. So that one looks reasonable to clean up. Black one, black front. And the clips on this one are good. So this might be a candidate for retro brighting. It's an AWA. Grey one. This has the clips broken a bit, but the locators are still intact. So that would be a good candidate. And it's actually it's damaged up the top there. That's a bit unfortunate. This looks reasonable, if filthy. And I can always replace the actual dial scale. This has been recapped at some stage. Why they didn't replace the power cord, I don't know. Looks maybe 80s or something like that. It's the stupidest idea to do this. What they've done is just kept the original cap and just put another one on there. So, okay, this one on the left, the dial scale is a bit on the how's your father side, and it's completely original underneath. So this is a second model one with the polyester caps, although the circuit layout's exactly the same. And the aerial has snapped off, so that might be a good part set. This one looks promising. It's complete on the top. The ferrite is intact. We have the knobs, and the dial is, it's bubbled up, but it's reasonable. It's had a new cap there, and looks like the second model with the polyester caps. This one, again the second model with the polyester caps. No, it's got a replacement cap there, the blue one. Interesting how they've used the Phillips mustard caps in these. Pretty sure all the radio companies were in cahoots by this stage. This looks very bad. The back on it is completely smashed, but it is repairable. But down the side here, this may end the deal. Surprisingly, redback spider. Okay, come on. Do this. Okay, the actual gold tape around here is intact and looks pretty good condition, and the faceplate looks reasonable too. So this must have been retired very early in its career. Well, it looks like that is cracked, but the front plate looks quite good. Lots of spiders down in there, living ones. Okay, so we'll put this aside. The dial glass, okay, that's just off rather than bent. Looks pretty loose, but it'll do. The front looks to be intact. Remains of a big dead spider there. And the back looks reasonable, if disgusting, with lots of egg sacs and insects. Okay, so it looks like we can make 2 or 3 no. We've got this back, we've got, this front I should say, with the missing bit there. This one's intact, but it's pretty yellow from sun damage. It's got the original serial number on the bottom of it. This one is, the back on it's too far gone. There we have this back, and I also have the black cabinet inside. So it looks like, I think it was this one. Is this the one with the best dial? This looks like a candidate. That looks like a candidate. That'll be parts only. And we've probably got these two as good interiors. Oh, and this one down here, which is pretty much filthy. Okay, so it looks like we better get 3 radios out of this. So we'll start cleaning these up and we'll get into it, I think. It's interesting how they went to the scrap or leftover plastic and used that. That's an interesting colour, probably leftover plastic. And the earlier ones had the metal. This is the recapped one, although I've noticed there's a paper cap down in there, which is a little bit difficult to get to. So I'm going to turn it on. It's connected up to the meter, obviously, and we'll see what happens. There's no speaker connected to it. And nothing. Okay. Let's see if we are getting the power in. Oh no, here it goes. That was very slow. So those are the links placing. Though we still don't have very much voltage at all. So 60 volts coming in, which is what the meter on the dim bulb tester says. This is across the rectifier. Okay, it's accelerating. This is taking forever. This probably hasn't been turned on for maybe since the 80s. Although this has got the new caps in it, hasn't it? It should get up to about 260 or something at full power, to maybe 270. I've done so many of these I don't even look at the schematics anymore. So what I'm going to do is replace that paper cap there and then plug the speaker in. They claimed that the speaker is 80 ohms, so it didn't need an output transformer. But I have seen some speakers with an output transformer on them. Yes, it's this one where the new cap is placed across the old one, which is very clever, which is probably why it was taking so long to come up. Here we go. This is probably the most, or the dirtiest of the 6 chassis actually, and then I'll look at it. It's pretty filthy on top. Okay, the variac is set to 200 volts. So we'll turn our dim bulb on, and we have a dial light. We have some crackling. I don't think there's any. Oh, there might be some mica in these. So that sounds like silver mica disease. Or a loose valve. Yep. Ah, yes, I remember this one always gives trouble down here. Yeah. That one's still stone cold. That one's warm. That one's warm, and those two are definitely warm. So it's interesting, these valves have been replaced. Alright, we're down at 175 volts, so I'm going to bring the voltage up. I haven't actually tested the valves, so it could be a dead valve.
impingement who might have beaten Blackpool photo. Very close and classic moment. Wow, how's that? Followed by Crackerjack Nick Parlock Bar. What's the clock? Abby's Comet. And the run there 23.45. It's a photo. Photo here, not much in it between 6 impingement and 4 Blackpool Dill. 6 and 4 in a tight go. And 6 gets it impingement on the rail. Number 6 just does enough to beat Blackpool Dill ahead of Classic Moment and the 4th number to come. 6 beats 4, 3rd 5 and the 4th number to come. 7 runs 4th. Wow, how's that? 6, 4, 5, 7 4th, 10, 21, 13, 26, 23, 4, 6, 9. It's ahead by 3/4.
Oh dear.
23, 4, 6, 9 the run. 6, 4, 5, 7 runs 4th with impingement for Cat Tab. Getting up on the inside and beating Blackpool Dill.
I thought it was fading away then, but it's just drifting on the dial.
3/4, 23, 4, 6, 9 the run.
And the volume control is obviously shot.
Toads to come.
So that'll need a good scrub out.
Winner impingement. Number 6 was 750 out to 850 back to 750. Will pay $9 and $2.20. And that's official now. Beats Blackpool Dill at 140. Classic Moment 530. 4th number 7. Quinella 720.
It's a pretty distortive one of these. May need a good alignment. So let's see if we can pick up Melbourne. And the tuning capacitor is pretty filthy too. So I'll leave it for now and go and have some dinner, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Bit of a success on the first of the 6 chassis. Chassis number 2. This one looks okay. It's got a Phillips mustard cap in there, so that may have been replaced, but it's fairly small area for it to go in. This one hasn't had its electrolytics butchered up yet, so I'll do that now. And otherwise it looks pretty good, this chassis. I don't know why I worked on that other filthy one first, but yeah. Okay, so I'll put those 2 caps in and we'll be back. I don't know whether you can see this, I've just noticed it myself, but down here below this resistor is the power cord, the 240 volts, and it's burnt. So this is not good, and the insulation is sort of coming through. It's been like that for ages and ages. It may even have been in the factory, but it doesn't look good at all for safety. So I do replace these power cords with an earthed one, which is the current standard, but yes, very dangerous. That's all done, and I'll bring it up. I'm going to have to, of course, go in front of the camera a bit. So I brought it up to 220 straight away. The dim bulb is not lighting at all. another dead volume pot. So our voltage is pretty good. Okay, so it's either nothing or full volume. There is our old 3LO.
Oscillate between being a history experience and
So I can find 3BA. It is there, but everything else is so dirty. Okay, so on to the next one, and I might leave it here and continue on with another video next week, as I have to go out, and tomorrow I'll be down in Melbourne, and then it's Friday again. So, and then Sunday we have a garage sale of a deceased estate. So I'm going to be a little bit busy. So I'll leave it here and speak to you next week. Bye for now.